morning. It's coffee time with Dakota, except we're going to have water this time. So these are questions from you guys that I answer every single week. And so this question comes from Linny. I think that I would have a lot of questions that are to do with how you started on your own journey. But specifically for me, I think I would pick anxiety as a subject, dealing with it, all kinds, separation, social, emotional. The whole area of anxiety would be something for myself and for my daughter also. Very useful if there are ways to deal with it that enable us an easier time on our spiritual journey. Blessings and have a wonderful week, Linny. I was just having this conversation, Linny, with Amber, my partner. She's writing right now a curriculum based on the medicine wheel for kids, teens specifically, who are dealing with those kinds of issues. Anxiety is one of the biggest issues for not just kids, but for adults. And in my opinion, there are a couple of things that create anxiety. One is a disconnection from our spiritual source or from our higher self. And two is the lack of energetic boundaries in this very energetic world. So when I look in the context of the medicine wheel, anxiety shows up most often in the east direction, which is the mental body. It's also the place where we develop self-esteem, confidence, things like that. In the west is where we form boundaries, energetic and physical boundaries that we embody so that we can protect our energy from those around us. When you have a really good understanding of your energy, where it starts and where it ends, then you're better able to know when that anxiety is really yours. You know, it could be not even yours to begin with. So to eliminate or, to work through the anxiety is to strengthen those energetic boundaries, to really get to know who you are at the most authentic level that you're able to, and to really employ some solid spiritual practices that bring you back into that center. I specifically like to do Shaman Mantras because they're very powerful and they're very grounding and very centering. I have a meditation that will take you through the Shaman Mantras, and it's a meditation you can do solo, like you can do it just as a meditation, but sometimes I'm doing Shaman Mantras when I'm walking through the aisles of some of those big box stores that I won't name names, but that you walk in there and you just feel zapped. So they come in handy because you can do them anywhere at any time. You can do them discreetly. But yeah, so anxiety, it's huge. And kids these days, I don't know how old your daughter is, but kids these days, they, when you start looking at crystal and rainbow kids who were starting to be born back in 1998, 2000, and if you have a child who is crystal or rainbow, and you can go online and look up the signs and ways you can tell if they are or not, they have a much harder time in this environment because their spirit is so much vibrating so higher, and to reconcile it in this arena can be very difficult. So if your daughter is rainbow or crystal, do a little studying on that and find ways you can really help to ground her in this space and time. That'll be really important for you and for her. And so Shaman Mantras, getting really solid with your spiritual practices, practicing those healthy boundaries. You practice healthy boundaries by knowing yourself well enough, and you do that working with south energy. When we look at the medicine wheel, the south direction, it's being able to create those sacred relationships with other people, but mostly with ourselves. You have to have it with yourself first. And so that means being able to take those time outs to take care of you, know when you've been depleted, know when you need to be refueled, and how that refueling looks like for you. And in all of that, you begin to understand your energy levels and how they play with others, whether they play well or not play well at all. And then you start creating those boundaries to pull your energy in and to not let somebody else in that does not have permission. Okay? And once you have those boundaries, that anxiety level will drastically decrease. So I hope that helps. And also, let me just add one more thing. When you are highly empathetic or empathic, that will create anxiety because, again, you're taking on the energy of everything around you. And that, again, results back to getting yourself with those healthy boundaries. Okay? Good luck, and I will put in the show notes. I've got the Shaman Mantra meditation you can try, but there's another meditation I think I did on boundaries. And so if you see it down below, that means I found it and I put it there for you. If you don't see it, it means I will create one for you, okay? Thanks. Have a great day.